Yo, YouTube, what's up? I'm Sammy's KJ. I might be wearing this Dwight Howard shirt for the last time as a member of the Magic. I'm not a Magic fan, but I love Dwight. We'll get to that in a second. But we're going to break down a few things in this video. First of all, is Phil Jackson done? Is Dwight Howard coming there? / is Andrew Bynum leaving? And Gasol, Bynum, Artest, I mean, all these guys have the potential to be moved, really. It depends who you listen to, but I think the bottom line is the people that are talking about this, like Magic Johnson, are just saying that anything could happen, really. Magic Johnson thinks it's time to blow it up. I have a little bit of a different take on that, but first of all, let's start with Phil Jackson. KJ, in your mind, is Phil Jackson done as a coach?
Personally, I think it's 50-50 right now. Honestly, I wouldn't want to go out the way he did. But with his problems, his personal problems, I don't know if you want to come back or not. It really depends on what he wants to do. It's not really a concern of if he can come back. It's if he wants to come back. And
yeah, I mean, I think Phil Jackson is not going to go out like this. That being said, I don't know if Phil Jackson's going to be back as the Lakers coach next year. He seemed pissed at Gasol this entire series, and that might have been something building up. That might have just been this series. But, I mean, the bottom line is, if they can't put a team around him, he's going to go to where he has a chance to win. And I don't know where that is, but he'll find a spot. That might be the New York Knicks, where Mike D'Antoni's basically done as a coach. It could be anywhere, really. Dwight Howard, but I do not think he's done. I believe he will come back. Bottom line, which side do you think?
I'm going to say, yeah, he comes back.
Yeah. All right, D12 or Dwight Howard. There's a lot of rumors that he may be heading off to La La Land to play with the Lakers next season. Hey man, if they could get him, that'd be a tremendous acquisition for them. I think the bottom line for them is Dwight Howard for Andrew Bynum seems to make so much sense for both teams. Andrew Bynum does not want to be there anymore, and I mean, you can get a tremendous return along with, or you have to package him with stuff, but to get Dwight Howard there would be tremendous. I think if Andrew Bynum's there another season, he's going to start causing a problem, because he wants to be that #1 guy, and if Kobe had an issue at the end with Shaq being that #1 guy, then there's no way in hell he's going to allow Andrew Bynum to be the #1 guy after Kobe's been the #1 guy for years. I just don't see that happening.
And you can really get a taste of that at the end of this game, how Bynum acted. I mean, after he did that to Berea and everything, how it happened, he takes his jersey off and just walks in like he's some hot shot. I mean, come on.
He's done as a Laker. I mean, it was simple as that. And I mean, I remember a few years ago they were talking about trading this guy for Jason Kidd. I mean, he's gotten a lot better over the past few years to the point where you can go out and get a guy like Dwight Howard. And the bottom line is they got to move him. To bring Dwight Howard in, that would make this team probably the favorite to win the championship. You're talking about probably, in my opinion, the second best player in the game behind LeBron. I mean, Durant's there, Kobe's there, Chris Paul's there, Derrick Rose is not there.
I'd say you'd have two of the top five if not 10, if you want to be lenient, players in the NBA.
Yeah, I mean,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and I think that the Lakers, if you add that, Derek Fisher, it's probably time to go for him. But I think you add him into the mix and get some other pieces around there, they're going to have to start fresh. And I mean, I'm not sure who they're going to name as coach. I know they were talking during the game about their assistant coach. His name slips my mind right now.
I think.
Yeah, that's it. And there's going to be a lot of questions this offseason for the Lakers. Final things, Artest, in my mind, has to go. You know, he's the guy that you can get for one good season, and he had that one good season, and he just did not give a shit this season.
I think he was a real nuisance, too. I mean, he didn't really help too much, and he had the suspension. He was just trouble.
Yeah, and my favorite part about this game was where he, helps Andrew Bynum off the court. This is the same guy that punched a fan in the face. The same guy that was suspended a day ago for taking a cheap shot at the end of the game. He's trying to act like he's some class role model here.
Yeah, he's being classy.
Pau Gasol is not going to go. I know that's something that's out there. Pau Gasol is a Laker. And I think it's more likely Phil Jackson doesn't come back because Phil Jackson, you're talking about 1 to 3 years tops left with this guy. Pau Gasol, you're probably talking about a little bit more, and I think the Lakers are not going to move on from him. So that's our thoughts on what the Lakers are going to do. I'm Tim, he's KJ. We'll catch you guys later.